I am in trouble and I need help. That's the bottom line. When I made my video on grief and how it sucked, basically, I thought that was going to be the hardest video I would have to make. But I was wrong. This is it. This one right here is the hardest one. And I'm just hoping that I can make it through without breaking down once again, because I've done it so much this week. I'm just exhausted. Um, I know I often say that I'm exhausted, and I am all the time. It's just part of the condition. But this is a different type of exhaustion. It's the one that um, it's emotional and physical. I'm completely drained. Not just because I've cried so much, but because I have had to do so much work and make so much happen in a very short period of time, um, because of the trouble I'm in. Um, to make a story short, tomorrow is rent day and I don't have it. For the first time in my life, I don't have it. And it's a hard thing to say, even to admit to myself. When it became clear that it was going to be the reality, it was hard to accept. But then I had to do more than that. I just accept it, but then talk about it, because I had to find a way, right? So then I had to start talking to people and telling the truth. Not that I've been hiding, or that I've been, lying to people about, my situation, but I don't think anybody thought that it was that bad. And it's hard. It's really hard. As someone who's been forever the strong friend, the strong one, and I think I still am, I've struggled most of my life with asking for help, even accepting help when it was offered to me. But I've had to learn. After my car accident, where I got the initial back injury, um, after that happened, after going to therapy and all that, I started doing better. But it's a work in progress, and there are circumstances where it's a bit easier to ask or even accept help, and there are other circumstances where it feels impossible. It feels like an insurmountable obstacle, and this is one of those moments where I've had to open up so much and tell so much about my story, about my life. And I know I started this channel because I wanted to be honest, so this is also why I'm here. But also, that doesn't make it easy to talk to the people you love, to the people you know, to the people you see all the time, and tell them about the fine print of the contract, the things that they don't really get to see. And it's very uncomfortable. It's heartbreaking. It's Yeah, it's devastating to have to do it. But in some way, I'm grateful that I've had to do it, because, first of all, because I have amazing friends and I have an amazing family. Um, my village is wonderful. Um, and I've received so much love and so much help. It's overwhelming. I really, um, I know I've been good to people, and I've often been told, like, I deserve so much more, and And I never feel like I do enough, but I know I do a lot. That doesn't mean that whenever I receive it, I don't feel the weight of it. On the contrary, actually, I really feel every single thing that I receive. I cherish it. I treasure it. And this week it's just been just these past 24 hours as the deadline approaches, and I've had to have more of those conversations and go deep and cry some more and be in such a state of anguish, an anguish that I've never experienced before. Um, it's been amazing to receive that much love. Uh, Most of it from a distance because my family and a lot of my friends are not even here. But even the friends that I've here and the loved ones and the people that I see a lot of, like, very often. Um, I mean, I'm so raw that even just a touch would make you break down at this point. A gesture, a kind gesture, a thoughtful word would make me break down because I'm just so raw. I miss my family. I miss um, those big hugs that my mom and brother, the three of us, like this unit, we used to give each other. My brother, my dad was not really a big hugger, and at the time he wasn't there, so we couldn't do that. But he and I are not really huggers at our essence. We became huggers more as we aged. But my mom and my brother, they're much more affectionate. And right now, I miss that more than I can ever express. And that's not the only thing that I miss, but this is a time where I'm just so grateful for everybody who's been there for me and who's allowed me to just let it all, you know, hang out and let it all out. Um, and when I say I was crying, I was not crying like those cute, just a couple of tears here, maybe at the beginning, but then it just turned into Niagara Falls and like the ugly cry, the ugliest you'll ever see with like but I think I also needed it because maybe I don't do it often enough. I mean, I cry of laughter. Um, I get teary eyed for things that made me happy. I get teary eyed for things that are beautiful, sad also, but I don't too often really let the sorrow takes hold. And I think because I'm still digesting the grief that I was talking to you in that other video, I just needed to cry some more. So why am I even making this video? Because I want to tell anybody who's going through what I'm going through right now that you're not alone and that a lot of people around you are also going through very difficult times and not necessarily talking about it or letting others see. Um, if you can, ask for help. It doesn't have to be to people that you know. It can be strangers too. There are organizations, there are, hotlines, there are a lot of resources where you can just talk and ask for help. But also trust the people that you know, the friends that you have, the family members that you have. Something that I've learned, and also that was one of the reasons why I wanted to make at some point a video about the importance of asking for help. The way I learned it, really how it hit me, was a friend of mine, a very dear friend, um, who said to me, who asked me, how do you feel whenever you help somebody else, whenever you help me? How does that make you feel? And I was like, oh, it makes me feel amazing. I just love it. It makes me feel so proud of myself. It makes me feel so uh, empowered and helpful. Um, it's one of the most beautiful feelings. And he said, so why do you deprive me of it every time I ask you if you need anything? When I offer you help when you clearly need it, why do you deprive me of it? And that was like a slap in the face. And I never forgot that. That doesn't mean that I'm great at it now, but I always remember what he said, and I try to be mindful of that whenever somebody asks me, "Hey, can I do anything for you?" And I let them do it. Um, so this is important. The other thing that I learned very recently is that for a long time I thought that the way you created trust and the way you showed your loyalty and your love to your friends and your loved ones was by offering help and by giving help. But actually, it's also by letting them help you. It goes both ways. And if you never open up, if you never let people in completely, if you always act as though only you can solve your problems, that's very selfish. And I have to improve really, because that's not a way to live. And in moments like this is like the biggest reminder. This is the biggest lesson. This is the thing that's probably why it's happening. It's hard, and I wish it didn't have to happen that way. Um, I'll tell you more about the circumstances because I don't want to go on too long about that. But I just really wanted to say that it's important to lean on others when you need it, um, especially when you're always there for others. You have to let them also be there for you. Nobody can go through this life on their own. You don't go anywhere. You can go, you know, for a while, but you're not going to go as far as you could if you allowed others to help you. And so, yeah, I hope that if you take anything from this message and this video, is that others want to help you and can help you, and you need to ask, and then you need to receive. Open your heart to receiving. It's going to be hard, but you need to practice. And so that's what I wanted to say, truly. So as far as my situation is concerned, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I've made progress, but I've also had to do another thing that I never that I wished I would never have to do, um, which is to start a GoFundMe page. And yeah, I've had to do that because I'm gonna have to find a way to keep my home and um, pay my bills until for the first like for the next few weeks, because I need to have a place to be so that I can go through this transition, find another job, pay for my medication, eat if I want to stay healthy too. So I have to go even further out to ask for even more help. And it is hard, I'm not gonna lie to you. And then having to put it on social media as well, especially after not having been on social media for such a long time. But I didn't see another option. So I'm gonna share the link. If I can find a way to put it in the video, I will. Otherwise, I'll just put it in the description box. And if you're watching it and you want to help, please go ahead. I will be forever grateful. Anything helps, even if you just want to share the link, spread the word, pray for me, whatever you can do, because I really need all of it. And it's it's gonna be okay for me and for you. Anybody who's watching this, it's gonna be okay. It's hard to believe, even for me right now, saying those words, but I have to believe that it's going to be okay. And I think also I have this light inside of me, this happiness, this joy that I've mentioned in previous videos, that is part of me. That doesn't mean that I'm smiling all the time, that I'm always joyful, but it is inside of me. And this is the reason why I'm still hopeful that things are going to get better. And I believe that for you too, all of you. and truly know that you're not alone. If you want to reach out to me, please reach out to me, but also make sure you reach out to others around you. I know there's someone near you who would be more than happy to listen to you, to take you in their arms, to just dry your tears or do something for you because you need it. You need to allow them to do that. And you need to allow yourself to receive that. It's important. So, this is my message. Again, I said I don't want to go on too long with this video, but this is what I wanted to say. It was very, very difficult to come here and make this video again. Like I'm in my bathrobe, not really like I'm not even in my usual setting, but I wanted to do it because it's a lesson that I'm learning the hardest of ways. This is something that I want to share with others because I know I'm not alone, and I know how it feels to hurt this deeply. So I want you to know that I see you and I feel you. So until next time, I wish everybody a wonderful time. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Hug your people if you're a hugger. Otherwise, do whatever you usually do to feel close to them. Tell them you love them. That's important too. And appreciate the one you have, the people you have around you. Appreciate yourself too, and everything that you do every single day on this earth because it means something. I will see you another time. Take care. Bye bye.